Hi, this is Evan with High Pro Strategic. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to rack with one hand. Let's get right into it. I've got my gun out, I've got a malfunction of some sort, and I need to rack it. So the way I'm going to rack it with one hand, I'm going to first use my belt. I have a 511 tactical belt. Any kind of sturdy belt is going to do really well with this. If you have a holster, holsters are excellent to use this against. I've got a Hollow Sun 509 here. I can use that to my advantage. All I got to do is hook it on the belt and give it a good rack. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to push down like this, and I'm going to pull it away from my belt at the same time. So I'm pushing down and pulling it away. So if I'm slide lock like this, bang, 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 I'm out. I just dump the magazine, go for the new one, and I'm ready to go. And if I need to rack the slide with one hand, I can come over here with my belt. So even if my shirt's covering it, I can still give it a good rack. If I don't have a good belt, another technique is you can use the side of your thigh like this. Same exact concept. You're gonna have to push more into your leg so that you can get that slide to bite on your leg, and you can like this. Now, with a gun that doesn't have a red dot sight on it, just your standard iron sight, same concepts apply if you're reloading with one hand. Over here, same thing. Do your reload, grab your reload, whatever. If we're doing a rack, it's gonna be a lot harder for me to get some bite on this slide with my belt. This is where having a really good belt actually matters. If I try to get this and I don't have a good belt, or I have no belt at all, this sight is just gonna fly right off of it. If you can see right here, this slide is actually canted because they're trying to prevent anything from getting caught on this slide if it's going into the holster like this. And so this actually makes it even harder to rack. Same exact concept. I'm just gonna try to hook it on my belt and push down. See, so it might take a few tries, but eventually you'll be able to get that round racked out and fix your problem if you have a problem. Back here on the side of your leg, that technique is a lot harder to do with a slide like this, but you can still get it done as long as you push hard enough into your leg and you rack it down like this, as if you're rolling it like this, but you're pushing it at the same time so it bites into your leg and gets a good grip on that slide so you can rack that round down. Now you might be asking, oh yeah, that's really easy to do with a full-size gun that has, raised sights off of it. But Evan, how are you gonna be able to do that with a small, tiny little pocket pistol? Well, here's a pocket pistol, here's some dummy rounds, and we're gonna see if that technique works with this as well. And I can't use my other hand, I have to use one hand. Same concept applies when reloading. I can go like this, I can pull my magazine out, get my new one in. Now, how do I rack it? The sights on this gun are specifically made so that it's not going to grab on anything. So with a tiny pocket gun, it's gonna be a whole lot harder to use those techniques. It's not gonna work on your belt. So if you're trying to rack it with your belt, you can't catch anything with that sight at all to be able to get a good rack. On the side of your pants like this, you can't get anything that's gonna be able to grab the slide. So there's two techniques for this. With a full-size gun, you'd be able to use these techniques as well. There's the elbow techniques. You come over like this, you grab the slide with your elbow, and you're able to rack the slide. It's gonna hurt a little bit on your elbow. If you're in a situation where you need to be able to rack that slide on your tiny pocket gun and you can't use your hand, using your elbow is fine. The other technique is with your leg. You're gonna put the slide up in the crook of your knee, try to grab onto it, rack it like this. And that doesn't hurt nearly as bad as your elbow, but this one's a whole lot quicker than having to stand on one leg and do this, or bend down and rack it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you made it this far in the video, appreciate it. Give me a comment what you want to see next. Hit up my Patreon channel. I'm trying to get some people together, and we're gonna start going out and shooting when it gets a little warmer.